Hi everyone, Josh here from the Income Replacement Project. I hope you're doing well today. In today's video, I have a quick question for you guys because it's something that I've been wondering for a little while, and I myself identify as an entrepreneur in my Amazon pursuits and in the various other businesses that I'm involved with. And my question to you guys is, do you, as an Amazon seller, do you identify as an entrepreneur? Do you feel like that you fit that personality type, or perhaps it's a term that you hear thrown around quite a bit, like it's especially more recently in the last couple of years, it's something that has become a lot more attractive, and it's thrown about a lot more in social media. But I was intrigued to know, do you guys as Amazon sellers, do you consider yourself an entrepreneur? And just have a quick look at a definition of what is considered to be an entrepreneur, and I did a quick Google search, and Google's definition is a person who sets up a business or businesses taking on financial risks in the hope of profit. So, I mean, that's a fairly good, broad definition of the word entrepreneur, and I think, at least from my perspective as an Amazon seller, it perfectly summarizes exactly what we're doing. I deal specifically with people who are setting up and running online and retail arbitrage businesses. So from that perspective, taking on financial risk in the hope of profit is exactly what we do. So I would say that being an Amazon seller is being an entrepreneur. But I was intrigued to know if you identify as one, if that's something that you believe that you are. And the reason for my thoughts is that inside of I coach people to get started selling on Amazon, help them build their businesses on Amazon, and something that I've always wondered, as someone who's always wanting to learn myself, I hire coaches to help me with various parts of my businesses and help me take myself to the next level, because I believe in that sort of thing. I believe in shortcutting the process. Now, I spent the first God knows how many years of my business life trying to figure everything out for myself, and I realized that after a short while that was the wrong way to go about things. So now I do things differently. I pay other people to help me shortcut the mistakes that you're going to make along the way, basically. So anyway, I always look for people who can best articulate my problem, or best articulate me and who I am and how I feel and how I operate and all those different types of things. And I just want to play you a short introduction from a podcast that I listened to. I discovered this guy probably 3 or 4 years ago. His name is Alex Charfen, and he's basically he's a high-level business coach. He helps entrepreneurs, people who do identify as an entrepreneur, and what he calls the entrepreneurial personality type, which is a personality type that he coined that perfectly describes at least the way I think and feel, and everything about my personality is. I just resonated so much when I first heard Alex speak, and I just wanted to play this quick intro from his podcast because I identify with it 100%. I was intrigued to know if you guys do. So I'm going to play that for you really quickly. Just a short video today, just because I want to ask you guys that question. So by all means, let me know in the comments what you think. Here is the intro. Hopefully you can hear it. I'm going to hold my phone up for the podcast intro.
I'm Alex Charfen, and this is the Momentum Podcast, made for empire builders, game changers, trailblazers, shot takers, record breakers, world makers, and creators of all kinds. Those among us who can't turn it off and don't know why anyone would want to. We challenge complacency, destroy apathy, and we are obsessed with creating momentum so we can roll over bureaucracy and make our greatest contribution. Sure, we pay attention to their rules, but only so that we can bend them, break them, then rewrite them around our own will. We don't accept our destiny, we define it. We don't understand defeat because you only lose if you stop, and we don't know how. While the rest of the world strives for average and clings desperately to the status quo, we are the minority, the few, who are willing to hallucinate there could be a better future, and instead of just daydreaming of what could be, we endure the vulnerability and exposure it takes to make it real. We are the evolutionary hunters, clearly the most important people in the world, because entrepreneurs are the only source of consistent, positive human evolution, and we always will be.
See, like I said, personally, I love every word of that introduction. For me, I resonate with it 100%. Now, I know it's probably one of those messages that's going to divide people who are on the other end of the fence, and that's okay. There's no problem with that. And if you disagree with me, no problem. But for me, as an entrepreneur, as someone who I've always felt that pull towards entrepreneurship and running my own business and being in control of my own destiny, and the desire to seek that freedom, the pursuit of freedom, and not having to work a 9-to-5 job for somebody else and be under someone else's rule and under someone else's thumb, essentially. That message resonates with me. So guys, let me know in the comments below, does that message resonate with you as well? Do you consider yourself an entrepreneur as an Amazon seller, or perhaps is it something that you've not considered before, and hearing that message, you like the sound of it and you want to step into that identity, you want to become that entrepreneur, you want to step into that? Because I do believe that some people are not necessarily born that way, but I was fortunate enough to be brought up in an entrepreneurial family. My family ran businesses and had done since my great-grandfather was a serial entrepreneur, starting fish and chip shops and caravan sites, and that's how we ended up with the caravan dealership that my family business ran up until 2015. But anyway, let me know in the comments, guys. It's been great chatting to you, and I'll see you in the next video.